Maelstrom Master Lee.
And Lulu.
All right, y'all. We're going to be checking out the PlayStation Portal, the hands-on with their new handheld system. Now, I don't know much about this. I mean, I heard rumblings and rumors about a device like this, and I haven't owned a Sony handheld since the original like PSP, which was a really awesome system. But even then, I didn't play it all that much because you couldn't play any of the like console games, which I really liked, and they had very few good games on that system, unfortunately. Just not a lot of developer support, which is too bad because it was just a really good handheld system. So let's check this out because, I don't know, I have a jonesing for buying something like this because I don't have a handheld game system anymore. Like, the only thing I do is just play games on my phone, and I rarely play anymore. Because they're just mobile games, man. They're not doing it for me like they used to. So, will this work? Another gadget for John Lee for Christmas?
You're trying to tell me.
Let's see. I'm not saying for sure I want this yet, baby. I'm not saying for sure. I just said, let's see.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'll tell you if it's okay to buy.
Okay. By the way, if you want to hear some wicked wild stories, go check out my channel.
And if you want some hotness, check out my fantasy show on my OnlyFans.
That's right.
Hey, this is Bo Moore with IGN. I am here at PlayStation headquarters in San Mateo, California for a top secret
Aloha
demo.
shirt.
I cannot actually even tell you about it until we are in the room, so let's go check it out.
Yeah, we already know what you're checking out.
Sony has a storied, if a bit neglected history with handheld gaming. The PlayStation Portable launched in 2005, back in the PS3 era, bringing with it funky UMD cartridges and what were, at the time, some of the best graphics seen in a handheld gaming device.
As revolutionary as PlayStation, but in different ways.
Its follow-up, the PS Vita, launched in 2011.
Yeah.
It was beloved by its hardcore fans, but never really got the developer support that it needed in order to carve out a meaningful hold in the handheld market.
It's Ridge Racer. Ridge Racer!
Nobody cares about Ridge Racer.
A new PS
Like, even he couldn't be.
Sort of. The PlayStation
audience
Portal.
The audience is like, whatever. That's just it. Like, you gotta bring over your best shit.
That's what it is now?
What the hell?
Portal is a $200 handheld device that puts PS5 games in the palm of your hand, as long as you're on Wi-Fi. Previously known as Project Q, Portal uses the PS5's Remote Play feature to stream games from your console. Importantly, the Portal also offers all of the features and ergonomics of the PS5's excellent DualSense controller, including haptic feedback, adaptive triggers, and its touchpad. To be clear here, Portal isn't really doing anything inherently new. Remote Play has existed since the PS3 era, allowing you to stream games from your console to a handheld or smartphones, tablets, PCs, and Macs. That said, Remote Play has never really been an ideal experience. You're either compromising on visual quality, control setup, ergonomics, or some combination of the above. You can make it work, but it's not super convenient. So the goal of PlayStation Portal is to eliminate all of those pain points and make Remote Play as easy as just picking it up and playing. The Portal can do something that other Remote Play devices can't, which is wake up your PS5 just by turning it on, so it's ready to go. Its design essentially takes a standard DualSense controller, chops it in half, and then slaps those two controller grips to the side of an 8-inch
that it almost
1080p
looks like
LCD
a
display.
April Fool's
It's
parent,
definitely
like,
a little
prank.
weird when you're used to the more singular-looking designs of current handhelds like the Nintendo Switch and Valve Steam Deck.
I just don't
but
think
it's also lighter than either of those, while still giving you both a
to
large
carry
screen
around.
and
Probably
full-size
not.
controls. The DualSense grips feel exactly like a regular DualSense controller, and all of their best features are available here. Trying it out with Astro's Playroom, I could feel the haptic showcase just as well as when I experienced it on a DualSense, and the Portal's adaptive triggers simulate the pull of Aloy's bow in Horizon Forbidden West in exactly the same way. Even the DualSense's touchpad is available, though instead of the single center pad, there are two touch areas that pop up in the bottom left and right of the display where you touch it.
That's pretty clever.
There's a USB-C port for charging, a 3.5mm jack for wired headphones, and a small pair of speaker grills if you don't want to use headphones. Connectivity-wise, it supports Wi-Fi and PlayStation Link, more on that in a minute, but it does not have Bluetooth. On the visual quality front, the PlayStation Portal delivers. The 8-inch 60Hz LCD display succeeds at translating PS5 quality visuals into a handheld format. Colors looked bright and vibrant, though Sony hasn't given me any brightness, color gamut, or HDR specs beyond that it's just an LCD panel. And the 1080p resolution offers a nice pixel density for the screen size. Now, does it look as good as playing on a 65-inch OLED TV? Of course not. But as far as handhelds go, the 8-inch screen feels expansive.
It should look amazing, honestly.
The video, of course, is being streamed from your PS5 rather than run locally on the device. And the proverbial sword of Damocles hanging over all game streaming devices is always latency. That is, the slight delay between when you push a button and when the action on the screen responds. During my demo, I didn't experience any noticeable latency. Of course, this was a private demo under ideal conditions, so that experience could change depending on your personal Wi-Fi setup. You don't actually have to be in the same room or even on the same local network as your PS5 in order to stream your games.
In theory, you could be anywhere in the world.
Connection and the one at the location where you're playing are both strong, it will still work. Whether you're in the same room or on the other side of the world, your home PS5 is on and running your game,
it should work
beaming it directly to you
from anywhere,
as opposed to cloud gaming, where the game you're playing is being run on some remote server. Of course, this means that you need a PS5 in order to use PlayStation Portal, but it also means that not only is your account and progress and trophies all there, but actually your actual PS5 home screen. You can swap between games or even run any other PS5 app, just as if you were playing directly on the TV. To be clear, the Portal doesn't run anything locally, not even basic apps. So if your Wi-Fi goes down, or if somebody else wants to use your PS5, it is not going to work. Remember, there is no Bluetooth available, so you won't be able to connect to wireless headphones that way, not even PlayStation's own Pulse 3D headset. It does have something called PlayStation Link, which is Sony's new connectivity standard for PlayStation devices, and which is built into some of its brand new
Now
hardware.
you gotta buy their headphones.
I got to test out the new Pulse Elite headset and Pulse Explore wireless earbuds, which are currently the only announced headsets that use the new standard.
Make more money.
But Sony did tell me that PlayStation Link will be available for third-party headset makers to use in their future products, but that'll be a ways off. It is a bit disappointing that we'll have to buy brand new headsets to use with the Portal, since that'll add to the cost. Battery life is another big question mark. The Portal's battery size hasn't yet been finalized, so Sony wasn't willing to make any estimations for how long you'll be able to play untethered. Without a power-hungry processor inside, you'd think that the Portal should have significantly more longevity than something like the Switch or the Steam Deck. On the other hand, the standard DualSense is known for its fleeting lifespan between charges, and that doesn't have a screen to power. We'll be sure to test that out once we have the finalized PlayStation Portal in for review later this year.
Wi-Fi.
Now, the last question I know a lot of people are wondering is, who exactly is this device for? It's $200 for a remote access window into your PS5. And
that's a pretty good deal.
Honestly, I kind of get it. For the times when somebody else wants to use the TV, or maybe you have small kids in the home and you don't want to put God of War on the big screen, or maybe you just want to be able to play in a different room without buying another full-on TV.
No, it's
In
when
that
you're not
scenario,
home.
the Portal offers a compelling use case. And while it's not quite as portable for on-the-go gaming as a Switch or a Steam Deck, it's less expensive, and it does let you keep playing your PS5 while out of the house, so long as your destination has decent internet. You just probably shouldn't count on hotel Wi-Fi being strong enough to handle the connection.
That's a good point. Most Wi-Fi
Let us
hotels
know what you think
suck.
about the PlayStation Portal. Is it something you could see yourself buying for $200? Or are you happy to stick with pairing a DualSense to your phone when you're out of arm's reach of your PS5?
Even you're having that reaction.
Yeah.
It looks like an amazing piece of tech. It honestly looks like a joke to me. Like someone
Yeah,
said,
the
give me the
looks
biggest
that-
possible screen that someone could hold. I'm sure it's like someone's going to make a parody of it with like half a joystick holding up an actual TV
Right.
screen. But
Like the looks was not impressive at all.
but once it's that big, like is it portable anymore? Like,
Right.
how heavy is it? Like, don't your hands gonna get tired? And
Isn't that supposed to be like convenient when you put in your purse or like throw it
so
here?
yeah, so it doesn't feel like the kind of thing you would
Like,
take with
it's
you. Like,
not.
there's a lot of question marks here now, which makes me go like, I'm not gonna pre-order this, and I'll probably wait to hear the reviews. But I think even with the reviews, I think the reality of my expectation is that there is going to be some severe limitations to this. Right, so like for instance, I would take this in my mind like on vacation, And wherever I'm at, I want to play it. But if I'm on a plane, I'm not getting strong Wi-Fi. If I'm in a hotel Wi-Fi usually ain't great either. Or if I'm in a cafe, I'll probably look like a complete idiot doing that. But usually you're sharing that Wi-Fi with everyone else in that Starbucks or wherever. So the up, which is different than the download speeds, right? And you need to have both in order for that, low latency. Now you have two issues, right? Wi-Fi latency on your console at home, plus wherever you're at. And I just feel like any game where it's like speed is important. Like he's showing Ridge Racer. I don't think Ridge Racer is going to play good.
Is that why it's called Portal? That's why.
It's weird to call PlayStation
like,
Portal. I feel like they should just call PlayStation Portable. Right? It's supposed to be portable, but I guess you're right. It's meant to be like a portal to
your PC,
your console.
And then your console or PC.
Don't piss off the PlayStation people, baby. So yeah, it's meant to be just a portal. Like I can see some games working well, like puzzle games, things that doesn't require you to constantly press.
Yeah, but you don't need to have that kind of device to play those.
I guess not. Do you need something like that gigantic to play something like Witness or I don't know
Sudoku
or something like that? Maybe on this, I think I'm gonna pass, baby. I'm thinking that's where I'm leaning. That's where I'm leaning towards.
I'm telling you, pass. I think it's better if you get the Apple.
The Apple VR. You're right. I need to save a couple thousand for that one.